I look like I just came out of like skiing or something with like my puffer vest. Anyway. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and today's video is going to be my Jenga January TBR. So it's the first Jenga TBR of the year, and what that means, you will ask? It means new things I'm gonna introduce. So first of all, I'm gonna have 15 new prompts to add to the tower, which is really exciting. Also, I'm gonna add punishment that I have already, but I'm gonna add more, and I'm gonna have rewards. So I thought, to motivate me to finish and actually complete my Jenga TBR, I need some rewards. I need some candy, you know. I need a gift. So I'm gonna have a mug jar of punishment, and I'm gonna have one of rewards. This month we're starting clean fresh because it's the new year and I want to start on a clean slate, you know. But also because I didn't do any Jenga TBR for December, so I can't fail if I didn't do one, you know. So I'm gonna present you quickly the new prompts for the year. But first of all, Jenga TBR is a game that I started more than 2 years ago, and it's a game to help me figure out my reading for the month. First, I have a dice. It's a Trivial Pursuit dice, so it has a color on it, and basically each color corresponds to like a genre. So pink is contemporary and historical fiction. Yellow is thriller, mystery, horror. Orange is nonfiction and classic. Purple is fantasy. Green, sci-fi. And finally, blue is my choice of genre. Well, I blinked. Yeah. So I rolled the dice, and after I rolled the dice, it gives me like a genre that I have to choose my book from. And then after that, I'm taking a little wooden piece with a prompt on it, and I have to find a book that matches the prompt, basically, and the genre. So this is, yeah, it's just to help me. I like big challenge. I love prompts. I love reading prompts. If you want to check out more Jenga TBR, I have a playlist on my channel with all my Jenga TBR for all the month. I think I started in November 2019, so I have a lot. So you can check it out. Let's just start. So we have similar cover, so that means I need to find a book which has a similar cover of a book I've already read. Next is winner literary prize, so self-explanatory. Next is verb in the title. Next is secret TBR, because I want to do secret video, so this is gonna help me. Next is a book club, because I have a couple book club I want to participate this year, so here we go. Next is roll again, a fun one. Next is skip, another fun one. Next is LGBTQIA+ representation, either the author or the characters. Next is the biggest book. Next, shortest book. Next is illustration or a map in the book. Next is published years ago. I have one prompt which is published over 5 years ago, but years ago is gonna be like, you know, years ago. Next is page number. So basically I'm gonna go on this random number generator. I'm gonna go between 300 and 400 because that's mainly where my books are at, and yeah, the closest book to the number that it's gonna be, like, it's gonna be the book, you know. Yeah. Next is buzzwords. So Kayla with Books and Lala has this readathon year-long of buzzwords, and basically it's just buzzwords that are in book titles, and I'm gonna leave her video down below. She explained it way better than I do. So, and finally is signed. So I have a couple books that are signed, so yeah, I had this. So these are the 15 new prompts, and yeah, I'm really excited for January. It's we're gonna start fresh, we're gonna start new. I'm extremely excited of what's coming. Like I'm scared a little bit just because I didn't do any Jenga TBR for November and December. So it's been a while. My last one was in October. Didn't do well. So I'm a bit scared of if I'm gonna be able to do it. But I tend to read a lot in the beginning of each year. Like most of my reading is done between January, May, June, so the first half of the year. So I'm really excited. So yeah, let's get started with the first pick. So for the first pick, I got Yellow, which is a thriller mystery horror book, and the prompt is new author. So a new author to me, or a debut author. Well, a debut author is a new author to me anyway. Anyway, and for that one, I'm gonna go with The Silence of Bones by June Hyur. I hope I pronounce it the right way, but if not, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna look it up before I start reading it. But yeah, this is a thriller, or YA thriller. It's set in Korea in the 1800s, and I think there's been a murder, and we're following a young boy, young girl. Yeah, I don't know anything else. I heard great things about it though, and I heard it's really hard to read, and it's really heartbreaking. Hard in that way, but I'm really excited to read a thriller set like in the 1800s and set in Korea. Yeah, this is the first book for January. Know nothing about it, but I'm excited. I don't like knowing too much about my thrillers anyway. Next, I got Blue, which is my choice of genre, and the prompt is A to Z. So I went on this random letter generator, and I got the letter F. So it could be either the title starts with F, or the name of the author, you know, and I decided for that one to go with the name of the author. So I'm gonna read this month for F. We Are the Weather by Jonathan Safran IV, which is basically a nonfiction about the climate change, the climate crisis, and what is going on in the world. And I read Eating Animals a couple years ago. Loved it. Okay, loved it. I really enjoyed Eating Animals, which is about more the veganism, vegetarianism, but also how it impacts Earth and the climate. This one is really about like climate, and I'm really excited to read this one. It's been on my TBR for quite some time, so I love nonfiction. 2021 was a great year for me to read nonfiction, so I want to continue on this trend for 2022. So, second book. Next I got purple, which is fantasy, and for fantasy I got POC main character. And for that one I'm gonna go with Arusha and the Tree of Wishes by Roshni Chokshi. This one is the third book in the Pandava series saga of Roshni Chokshi, and this one is inspired by Hindu mythology. And basically it's in the publishing branch of Rick Riordan Presents at Disney Hyperion. I read the first two books, absolutely love them. Really excited to read the third one. So yeah, I wanted to read it in 2021. I think it was on my TBR 2 times. I think January 2022 is the month I'm gonna read that one. I'm so excited. I really love those characters. I really love the story. I love the writing. It's really fun to read. So I love a easy, breezy fantasy book to read. I'm really excited. Next I got green, which is sci-fi, and the prompt that I got is color. So basically I roll the dice again, and that means the color it lands on needs to be on the cover of the book I'm gonna pick. And the color that I got when I roll again was orange. So basically I need a sci-fi book with orange on the cover. And for that one I'm gonna go with Dune by Frank Herbert. So I received this beautiful edition of Dune from my boyfriend for Christmas. It's so pretty. And my boyfriend saw Dune in the theaters when they were still open, because here in Quebec we're like kind of on a lockdown, so everything is pretty close. Anyway, I didn't see it because I really wanted to read the book first, so he got me the book for Christmas. So after that I'm gonna be able to watch the movie, but he really enjoyed the movie, and we tend to have a similar taste in movies. Doesn't read, he's not a reader, but yeah, for movies we do, and so I'm really excited about Dune, and I heard amazing things about it. And you know, Kayla over at Books and Lala, which is someone that I trust dearly here on the internet, was one of her favorite books of 2021. Like, it made it to her top 10, and she read like 180 books in 2021, and this one made it to like the top 10. So that means it's really good, and I trust her, like I said, and we have similar taste for some sci-fi. So it's a big book, but I'm so excited to read it. And you know, it's really orange. It's so pretty. So excited to read it. I'm so excited to know what the hype is all about. All I know about this book is that it's set on this planet called Dune. Is it called Dune? I don't know. And it's about like a spice war. So basically the spice is really like rare, and people are fighting over the spice. That's all I know about this book. That's all I want to know. So excited to read it in January. Next I got Orange, which is a nonfiction or a classic, and the prompt that I got is biggest. I shouldn't have picked this one. I have another big book to put on my January TBR. So basically for that I decided to go on my Goodreads TBR shelf, and I sorted my books by number of pages, and the first nonfiction and classic that come out are like my two choices. So my two choices, so for classic, it's Emma by Jane Austen. I really enjoyed Pride and Prejudice when I read it in 2018, 2017, can't remember. Really enjoyed it. It was really fun classic book to read. To be honest, I'm not a classic kind of girl, but I quite enjoyed it. And I've wanted to read more Jane Austen, and so Emma is the biggest classic, so it could be a possibility, you know. Or I could read Stamped from the Beginning by Ibram X. Kendi, which also won a literary prize, which is one of the prompts. Funny. I really want to read that book. Don't get me wrong, but it's a chunk, and I think it's gonna be like pretty dense to read, you know, because it's all about racism in America. So it's probably gonna be pretty dense and pretty hard to read. And this one's probably gonna take a lot of my time in January. So, and I don't have an audiobook available for that one in January. So I don't think it's gonna be the one. So I'm instead gonna go with Emma. Emma have an audiobook of it, so I'm gonna listen to the audiobook like I did for Pride and Prejudice. So yeah, it's gonna be Emma. I'm gonna read a classic this month. Excited. And finally, the last book I'm gonna read in January. I got Blue Again, which is my choice of genre. And for that one, I got a new prompt again, which is LGBTQIA+. So I need a book with that representation, either for the author or the characters. And for that one, I'm gonna go with a book I'm extremely excited to read in January, because I read the second book in December and absolutely loved it. And I can't wait to see how this will wrap up, because it's the last book in the series. But that is The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. So it's book 3 in the Broken Heart trilogy. I read the 5th season in 2021. Absolutely loved it. Read the Obelisk Gate, like I said, in December. Absolutely loved it too. So I'm really, really excited to read The Stone Sky in January and to complete this series. This is a sci-fi fantasy series where from time to time there's a 5th season that happens, and it's caused by volcanic eruptions, catastrophe, and basically there are people who are called Origins who are persecuted and killed and are not really accepted by anyone, but they are really helpful during a 5th season because they can actually control the earth and they can save many lives with that way, but they are persecuted all the time when it's not the 5th season. We're following multiple characters. It's really good. It's an amazing series. Can't wait to read the final book, so I'm really, really excited. So this is it, guys. This is my January 2022 Jenga TBR. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments which book you're extremely, extremely excited to read in January, as I would like to know. For me, I think it's June and The Stone Sky. Both of those books are like top priority. I'm really, really excited to read them. I hope you enjoyed this video, like I said, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!